What is up, beautiful people? Hello, my alien friends. Today, I would like to talk to you about boundaries. But before we get to that, we have totally not aesthetic, but we have frozen blueberries and we have banana just blended with purified water. For my gut health, I really try and start my day off with water, this mixture. Sometimes I'll put turmeric in it, but before I started drinking this, I took my shot of, I found it at Walmart. It's literally purified water, lemon juice, turmeric juice, ginger juice, and black pepper. Really great for gut health. I really try starting my day off with this. Today we didn't do so good because we were super excited that Dunkin' Donuts came out with their potion macchiato. So on the bottom it's purple and it tastes like marshmallow floof, and they had a spider donut, and so we started our day off with mad sugar. But instead of, oh hello, I'm sorry.
Hi.
But yeah, started our day off with sugar, but instead of me being so critical on myself in my head and literally mentally abusing myself, yeah, that's the point of the process, is waking up every day and low battery, is waking up every day and just trying to be our best selves, looking at the previous day and seeing what we can do better the next. So tomorrow we're gonna make sure that we either start our day off with blueberry blend juice or our turmeric shot with water. But anyway, the real reason why I am making this video is because I would love to talk to you guys about boundaries. So who else struggles with creating boundaries with friends, family, just acquaintances, anybody within your life? I find myself getting triggered with people over and over again because boundaries, to me, in my opinion, and I know that I'm not the only one, are very, very important. It seems almost like, in my personal experience, if people think that if you don't have a family or have children, you're like not busy, like you're just sitting here
Staring at the wall and like twiddling your thumbs.
Completely not true, especially somebody like myself. Constantly working on myself, working on not being so critical and accepting who I am at the same time. But outside of work, I'm a hustler. I'm on my feet all day with what I do for my job, interacting with people all day. And then I'm either meal prepping, going to the gym, reading about money management, thinking about my future in that way. Just all of these different personal development mechanisms and techniques like meditation, reading. I love it. I do not believe in a stagnant mindset. I never will. I am such a believer in a growth mindset, and I think everybody should be. Everybody is capable. But anyway, boundaries. How do we set them? I also realize that when you do set your boundaries in like an appropriate way and you are respectful about them, people will actually respect you even more. And we tend to think the opposite, that we're being like too harsh with people or people aren't gonna like us anymore. And this is completely not true. And I've also witnessed this myself. People will respect you more when you respect yourself. That was good. So what I have been doing is, number one, when people reach out to you and they say, hey, I miss you, let's catch up, blah, 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 make sure that you are clear with a day and a time. And the time, it doesn't have to be so harsh, it doesn't have to be so direct and exact, but hey, I'm free on Sunday, like around this time. Let me know if that works for you, right? That's showing teamwork where I'm, oh, she agrees. I am replicating teamwork where I want to meet you halfway, let you know when I'm available. If that doesn't work for you, we'll go back to the drawing board and figure out what works for the both of us. So making sure that you're very clear and direct with a day and a time. Something else, I have some things written down because I just have so many different thoughts. This is completely not scripted. I hope that's clear as day, but I have so many thoughts, so I just like write things down sometimes before I talk. But if somebody doesn't respect that boundary, for example, Sunday at 5 o'clock, blah, 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 and they just want to call you whenever on a different day at a random time, don't answer. Everybody is busy. And if it's outside of that boundary, just simply don't answer and do not feel guilty for it. And let's also remember that being busy can also look like downtime. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you just lying down, chilling out, unplugging, whatever. Mindless scrolling on your phone, reading, because you can pick up your phone and see that somebody's calling. You are recharging within that moment, especially when you are interacting with people on a daily basis all day, every day. You do not have to answer your phone. And I'm getting a lot better with not feeling guilty about this, right? Because we can't let other people, it could be too easy to let other people rule our day, rule our days, and it just be on their time. Like, you have your own life, you are your own person, and do not be sorry for that, okay? Something else that I've been doing is create the boundaries and kind of give people the hint on what works for me when I'm available to talk on the phone, texting, calling, whatever, FaceTime. I have Do Not Disturb that goes off on my phone every night. I think it's 9 or 9:30. So if people reach out to you after that time, the Do Not Disturb notification pops up. And hopefully, if they respect you, they'll kind of think to themselves, okay, this probably isn't a good time to reach out. She clearly doesn't want to be disturbed. Pretty self-explanatory. Another big one is communication. Sometimes if people are with it, they'll get the hint if you reach out and you don't get right back to them. Right? People that are respectful will simply say to themselves, okay, I think she's a little busy right now. But if you find that people just aren't getting it, it's kind of, whew, just simply communicate. Like, hey, I'm sorry I didn't, let me correct myself. Don't be sorry for being busy. But just reach out to people and say, hey, I saw that you called at 10 p.m. last night. That doesn't really work for me. You know, I'm just really tired at that time. I'm trying to wind down, go to bed, etc. And then just give out different options. Like, hey, these are my days off from work, and different times of the day and different moments where you are available. Give people options. And that's how you know that if you give people the options, you did everything that you could on your end. Last but not least, this is a really great point. Do not fall. Do not fall for this delusional world that we live in. Just because we all have instant access to each other does not mean, this kind of ties into what I was speaking about earlier, does not mean that we have to give people instant access. You are going to spread yourself way too thin. Realize that just because you can reach out to somebody and text them in an instant does not mean that that person is available and sitting on their phone at that point in time. I think that's one of the biggest things that taught me after taking I think it was about a year that I did a social media detox, is that people just get it so confused that just because we have Amazon now, where our packages are delivered literally the next day or the same day, fast food, drive-thrus, all of these different things that we literally like in the snap of a finger, doesn't mean that you can have access so quickly to other people if the other party is aware of boundaries in general. But okay, let's rephrase what I kind of talked about. So number one, with creating boundaries, make sure that you are coming up with days and times that work for you. or really I should say what worked for you and the other party, because it should be teamwork. It shouldn't be just works for the other person, because you are your own person and you have your own life. Number 2, look up the do not disturb feature under settings on the iPhone and the settings app. A really great way to kind of set up when you would like to unplug for the day and kind of shut the world out and give yourself some peace to recharge. And number 3, the biggest one, is communicate. Just communicate how you're feeling, communicate the type of person you are and what works for you, because I truly find that when you respect yourself, other people within your circle or other people in general are going to respect you even more. So do not be afraid to be unapologetically you. But I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up so that I know this is something that aligns with you, or not, doesn't really matter. But I hope you guys have a great Sunday. Peace out.